On the RetroFab Diaries now, we are talking about beauty with our beauty specialist, Violet. Today, we are going to talk about some basic home remedies you can do to whiten the teeth. All naturally, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So the first thing we're going to need is clay. Now, this specific type of clay, you can either use Canolin clay or you can use Skin Gourmet's clay. Either one is perfectly fine.
Well, okay, what is canolin?
Canolin clay is an imported type of clay, but it has the same consistency as the clay that Skin Gourmet uses, which is from the north, is from termite mounds underground. So we harvest it from the ground.
Oh,
yes, it has good healing properties.
And it's found only in the north?
It's found mainly in the north where we get ours, but I'm
Okay.
sure you could get it from other places.
Okay.
I mean, like for instance, Canolin, you can also import it.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Okay, then we have turmeric. I know you guys are gonna be like, but won't it stain my teeth? Actually, no. It's quite interesting. Turmeric stains everything else but your teeth. God's amazing, right?
Interesting.
Yes. And then finally, we're going to use activated charcoal.
What is activated?
Activated charcoal, it just goes through a process at CSIR where it's like they blast some radiation through it or something, and then it becomes, what it does, it attracts particles.
Okay, hold on. So are you saying this charcoal is different from the one we have on the market?
Yes. So you have to, for instance, a lot of skincare people have activated charcoal. So you request specifically for activated charcoal, but you can also use normal charcoal. But if you want it to be very effective, I would say go for activated charcoal.
Is it readily on the market?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You can find it in most places. You can actually contact us. We can help you find it.
Great.
But you can also just Google it, activated charcoal in Ghana.
Okay.
Okay?
Great.
All right. And then we have peppermint essential oil. I don't like the local ones. I like to import it because it's triple distilled. But if you can do the local ones, it's fine. Just make sure that it is edible. It's very important that it is edible. Okay. You don't want to poison yourself.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So all we do is we have to mix the clay. Okay. You gonna do this one for me?
Well,
let me hold your towel. Let me hold your towel. Okay, so put some clay in here. You're gonna use this to rinse afterwards?
oh, so maybe we can put it on the shelf.
Okay, all right. You're welcome.
How much? How?
Keep putting, keep putting, keep putting, keep putting, keep putting. That's okay. That's enough. Okay. Next, you go to the activated charcoal.
Okay. So
Just put a little bit, not too much.
The crushed one.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, we didn't get to powder it as finely, but if you have charcoal, what did you call it?
Jebidie.
The jebidie would be the best way to crush it properly to make it really nice and powdery. But if you're dealing with activated charcoal, most of the time it comes in a powdered form. Okay. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. Okay? And then just a pinch of turmeric, not too much. Yes, that's perfect. Put that in there and mix it.
Careful. Careful. Okay.
As you see, it doesn't affect the color too much. Exactly. What you're mainly seeing is the clay, which is good for exfoliating your face, but it's also for lightly exfoliating your teeth. So when you're brushing, please don't be aggressively getting in there because it exfoliates as well. So you need to be gentle with your teeth. Okay? So we now add a little bit of peppermint. Now, peppermint is good because we're all used to brushing our teeth with peppermint. It's a bit odd where you don't have peppermint in your toothbrush mix, but it's not really necessary. So if you can't get this, it's fine. You can do it just fine.
Great.
So just put a couple of drops in there and put the top back on and mix, 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 mix.
So the peppermint kind of give you a flavor.
It kind of gives you a good
That's a very
flavor.
nice smell too.
Exactly, and that way you also tackle your breath and not just your teeth at the same time.
Okay, great.
Okay, perfect.
So what
All
do
right,
you do
now this is the pre-made mix, which came with a much smoother charcoal. So I want you to use this one because I don't want it to be too abrasive for your teeth.
Okay.
Because this one, we kind of just pounded it in paper.
You didn't have to say that.
I'm sorry. Do it again.
So this is already made mixture.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is how you can do it.
How you can do it. Yes.
But when you do it with the right amount of ingredients,
Yes.
this is how you're going to get it.
That's exactly how you're going to get it because the charcoal will be better powdered, so it's better for your teeth in terms of abrasiveness.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can have it in a lot of quantity?
Yes, because it's dry.
Okay.
You know, it's when it's wet that it becomes a problem because you don't have preservatives.
Okay.
But because it's dry, it's perfectly fine.
Great.
Okay, now there's 3 ways you can do this.
Okay.
You can either take your dry toothbrush, dip your toothbrush in water, and then dip it in there and brush.
Okay.
Or you can put toothpaste on there, dip it in there, and then brush.
Oh, so you can have it with the toothpaste?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can wet it, dip it in there, finish brushing, then use your toothpaste.
Okay, so which one are we going to try now?
I would say do it without the toothpaste.
Okay.
Okay, so just wet it. Let me get you your bottle of water. Some good water. Okay.
Just a little.
You don't want to dip it in there?
Oh.
There you go.
Really fit.
So dip it in there real nice.
Okay.
And it's better, hold on, to first drink a little bit of water because it's better when your mouth is well lubricated.
Okay.
Swish around just a little bit before you swallow. And now, brush.
Oh.
Right? She's trying to talk while she's doing. Now, the interesting thing about getting yellow teeth, let's talk about why you have yellow teeth in the first place. If you're drinking coffee and tea and not brushing your teeth, that's going to give you yellow teeth. Another thing that will give you yellow teeth is smoking cigarettes. Now, smoking cigarettes has its own problems in the first place. I don't know why you would do that, but smoking cigarettes will give you yellow teeth. Smoking cigars, smoking shisha, that will give you yellow teeth. Another thing that will give you yellow teeth is mouth breathing. So that's when your mouth is open and you're breathing all the time, either because of a blocked nose. And the reason for that is because your mouth is not able to lubricate itself properly. And you don't know this, but your saliva is extremely good for your mouth because of the enzymes that it has. It kills bacteria and it also helps to keep your teeth and your gums very healthy. So the charcoal. The reason why we're using charcoal is, I think as I said earlier to Dee, is that charcoal attracts the dirt and the plaque in your mouth and pulls it out. So when you spit out the toothpaste that we just made, it comes out with all that dirt. Now, when you're brushing, make sure to brush really well. I like to brush for between 2 to 5 minutes. And when you're brushing, please don't be too abrasive with your toothbrush. Try and brush the sides. So this side, that side, on the top, then the top. This side, that side, on the top, repeat on the other side, and then of course, the front of the teeth, here. So you have to brush that, and then of course, behind the teeth as well. Now, another trick as well, when you're brushing your teeth is, like I said, be extremely gentle, but do not forget to brush your tongue as well, because your tongue also accumulates a lot of dirt while you're brushing. How many times should you be brushing a day? I say minimum 2, because when you wake up in the morning, a lot of stuff's been happening like overnight. Trust me, you can smell it. So of course you have to brush your teeth. And then of course at night, because you don't want to take all the food and bacteria that you've been eating into sleep with you, because that just accumulates when you wake up. If you're a smoker or you drink a lot of coffee and tea, you're gonna need to brush your teeth a little bit more. Now, another word of advice is that if you're using paste that is high in fluoride and other chemicals, be careful how many times you use it, because it will affect your teeth in the long run in a negative way.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay.
So how was it?
I love the mint. It gives you that freshness in the mouth. One thing is that it's not harsh in your mouth. You know, it's very subtle.
Yes.
So you can actually use it to brush your teeth and everything. And I love the mint. I think I recommend you always put mint into it.
Yeah.
It gives you that freshness, you know.
So that you believe that
Yes,
it's working,
it's
right?
really nice. So my question though, to do this, do you have any idea? Does it have a duration as to how long it's going to take you for you to get your white teeth back?
Well, it depends on how often you're using it. I told people while you were away that 2 times a day is really good.
Okay.
So think about a month, you should start to see a difference, if not even before that.
Okay. Well, very nice home remedy.
Are you ready for the next one?
I am.
Your teeth are going to be yellow for a while.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back with the second remedy. Now this one, a lot of people are a little bit turned off because
Okay.
they always get the impression that their teeth are gonna be stained. But we're gonna show them it's not stained and it's actually very good at whitening your teeth.
Right.
Okay? So what we have here is turmeric,
Okay.
cold pressed coconut oil,
Okay.
and peppermint essential oil. That's it. Now, if you really wanna go crazy, you can add baking soda. But I prefer not to add baking soda. So
Why?
I just don't really like baking soda. I like
it
it to be as
harsh,
natural
you
as
know?
possible. No, I just like to be as natural as possible.
Okay, great.
And that's why I just prefer it. Plus, this is simple, but
Okay.
if I want baking soda, it's not necessarily around my house. But if you have it, you
Okay.
can use it.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing we do is we're gonna pour the coconut oil a drop at a time into the turmeric powder.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to mix it here since we don't have a lot of it.
Actually, no, I think what you said was a good idea.
We
Let's
should
pour it
have
in
it
here
here?
so that people
Okay.
can see because it's kind of stained.
Okay,
Now, we
so-
don't have a lot of turmeric powder. You don't need a lot. Also, because of the coconut oil and the fact that you're going to be dipping your toothbrush into it, it's probably not a good idea for you to make a lot unless you're storing it in the fridge.
Okay.
But then remember, once you store it in the fridge, coconut oil becomes hard. So once you put it on your teeth, it's kind of cold.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have to do it in moderation.
Yes, in
Okay.
moderation.
As and when you need it.
As and when you need it.
Great.
I'll do like enough for about a week. That's
Okay.
good enough.
Okay. So I'm pouring in.
Pour it all, pour it all.
Okay.
Dump it in there.
Okay.
Okay.
It's finished.
It's finished, okay? Perfect. So put a couple of drops. Here's the coconut oil.
Oh, the coconut oil.
We don't want to get it too watery because
Okay.
it won't stay on your toothbrush.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Okay? Drop at a time, drop at a time. A little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, now mix it.
Okay.
So it's kind of thick, so I think we should add a little bit more coconut oil
Okay.
to get a good consistency. Mix, 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 mix. Okay, there we go.
So how do you know if the texture is?
It's gonna be still thick. You don't want it to be too runny because if
Okay.
it's runny, it will not stay on your toothbrush once you scoop it.
Okay. So this
So you
is-
see? Yeah, you see that stays on the spoon. That's how you know you have a good consistency.
Okay.
So next what we do is we take our Old Faithful peppermint to get that nice minty taste and we drop 1, 2, 3. Well, that's about 5, but I like peppermint. And stir, 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 stir. Mix it up. Okay, that is beautiful. You should come and work at our factory. I keep telling you this. I don't know if we can
I
afford
just
you.
got a new job.
Okay, I don't know if you can point so they can see
Okay. So
what it looks like.
this way.
Yes.
You can see.
Can you guys see? Okay, excellent. All right, so now, Dean, give me this.
Oh, we're gonna dip.
Yep. You're gonna dip. Are you
Part two-
ready
part two of
for
brushing
yellow
my
teeth? Ooh. Okay, she's nervous. She's nervous.
Oh, yeah, those I'm very nervous. It looks like my dress though, the color.
Okay.
Maybe it's a turmeric.
Yeah, try and get a lot on there,
A
and
lot?
then
This way? This
that's
much?
good. That's perfect. You see how that drips? It's thick. That's the kind of consistency that you want to get.
Okay.
Okay, ready? This has to sit on your teeth for 2 minutes.
2.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2
2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
So this is the same turmeric we use at home.
It's the same turmeric we use for cooking. You know, turmeric is like excellent now in terms of face masks, in terms of for your hair. It's great with its inflammation properties. It just does so much. Right now, it's one of those things everybody should have in their house.
Okay.
Everybody needs turmeric in their house
Okay.
for whatever. Turmeric is made for everything.
Great.
You got acne, turmeric.
Oh.
Dandruff, turmeric. White teeth, turmeric. What else? Inflammation, turmeric. Okay, you ready? I think you need some more. Doris, be brave.
Put some more on that.
I'm brave.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And brush, 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 brush. Go to the side, other side, then to the front. Sharpen your teeth. Yellow teeth. She's so brave. Okay, she'll be back. Okay, so she's gonna be gone for 2 minutes. And again, I'm just gonna go over with you. Brushing is extremely important. 2 to 3 times a day. You should stop smoking if you're smoking and you want white teeth. Oh, important point. You know, some people, like I myself, you don't have a natural set of teeth. Either you have porcelain teeth because you had something replaced, or you have a capped tooth. Now, these things will not whiten with the type of face mixtures that we're making because they're capped. So like for instance, I have here and I have here. So I don't expect when I whiten for these to get whiter. So you realize that people like me, when they smile, you might have one or two that is not as white as the rest, and that's because those are not natural. So if you do not have a full natural set, especially in the front, I would not recommend you using these formulations. Also, secondly, if you're having serious dental problems, it is best for you to go to a dentist first before you try any of these to make sure that it's safe for you. Welcome back. How was it?
Oh, that's nice, but I have a few questions.
Okay.
No, I realized that my toothbrush got stained.
Yes.
So what? I have to throw the brush away?
No.
Okay.
It's better for you to recycle. So maybe you should have one that you use for your turmeric brushings,
okay,
and then your normal toothbrush,
okay,
because it will definitely stain.
Okay. So I'm really excited about these home-made recipes you're showing us today for
Whitening the teeth?
Whitening, yes. Because I don't smoke.
Yes.
But I drink lots of coffee. I'm
Yeah.
a coffee person. So I understand that, coffee and tea stains.
Exactly.
Yeah, from time to time. So from time to time, you need to whiten your teeth, which is very, very good.
Exactly. And most people have to also realize the importance of brushing properly.
Right.
Yes. Okay, so the last one is actually quite simple.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. You basically just take a swig of this in your mouth and you swish it around. This is pure coconut oil, cold pressed. Now, the reason why this is really good is that once you put the coconut oil into your mouth, it activates certain enzymes that attract the plaque and bacteria from the crevices of your teeth and from your tongue.
Okay, now let's speak
normal English. So, cold pressed coconut oil. Some people might use sesame oil, but the most popular one is cold pressed coconut oil. So when you take a swig of this, just plain coconut oil, but if you have a problem with the taste, you can add a few drops of the peppermint essential oil. So once you have it in your mouth, you swish it around.
Like you're using mouthwash.
For 20 seconds to 1 minute, for as long as you can. Now you realize that the coconut oil will turn into foamy. It becomes like foam. What happens is that it activates enzymes in your mouth that pull the bacteria and the plaque from the different crevices in your mouth, including your tongue. So when you spit it out, it all comes out. If you can check, you can see there's a lot of research done on it. It's very good for maintaining healthy teeth, healthy gums, and good breath.
Okay.
Yes.
So in terms of quantity?
A capful is fine.
Okay.
So
and do this every day?
You can do it every day. You can do it twice a day. The more you do it, the better it is.
Okay.
It's extremely safe, and if you swallow a bit of the coconut oil, it's perfectly fine because it's edible.
Okay, so can I try?
Yes.
Can I have my drops of? I like the peppermint.
You like the peppermint, okay. So try and fill the cap, fill the cap, fill the cap, okay. And then put, there we go. Ooh, that's a lot, sorry. And chug away. 1, 2, 3, bottoms up. Swish, 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 swish. Sorry. Keep swishing, keep swishing. You have to be quite aggressive till it turns kind of foamy. You feel it in your mouth changing. You see it's changing? It's coming like foam. So the longer you do it, the better. I would advise you to go past 2 minutes just because you start to swallow it and you don't want to swallow the bacteria and the plaque that you just pulled out. Yeah, she's gone. Okay, so the benefits of coconut oil pulling, there's many of them. You guys can Google it. It's very good for, like I said, healthy gums, healthy teeth, but especially if you have a problem with bad breath. But again, if you have a serious problem with bad breath, what is the scientific name for bad breath? Does anybody know? I can't remember right now. But anyway, if you have extremely bad breath, we would advise you to go to a dentist first and foremost. But this is extremely safe. It's okay if you swallow the coconut oil, but like I'm saying, once you swish it around, a lot of the dirt and bacteria that you're pulling from your mouth is now in the coconut oil. So it's not a good idea for you to swallow it. But if you do, it's safe. But I wouldn't want that gunk in my stomach. Okay, so Doris is back. Let's find out how that went, yeah?
Oh, I'm back. I think today I'm going to have the super white teeth.
And amazing breath.
The breath, yes. There's no denying about that. I love the peppermint because it gives you this freshness.
You always say that when you come back.
And also something I realized, the coconut, you know, that I was a bit worried.
Okay.
Like when you finish, how are you going to get the oil from your mouth? It just goes away. Once you wash or you rinse with water, that's it. You just have your normal.
And what was it? What was the coconut oil like?
After you shake everything in the mouth, you have this foamy thing, so the coconut oil turns into white.
Yeah, white foam.
Yes.
So it actually changes the way it is because of the enzymes. So that's why it pulls out all the bad stuff from your mouth.
I'm really.
It's so simple, right? You know when you're at home and you don't have toothpaste? I know this has happened to everybody, where you're at home and there's no toothpaste and you got that date. Just whip out your coconut oil all
Some
around.
peppermint, by the way.
With peppermint, by the way, and just wash it out.
All right, so now my last question will be, can you add your regular
toothpaste to it? Yes, of course. Okay. Instead of buying, I know a lot of mouthwash on the market is quite harsh and has very strong chemicals. It even burns your mouth.
True.
So this is a good alternative for using mouthwash. But if you want to use toothpaste as well, go ahead.
Great.
It's fine to use extra. The whiter, the cleaner, the better smelling, the better.
Good. So I'm really, really excited that, you know, you came here to show all these, you know, basic home remedies that we can use to whiten our teeth.
Exactly.
I'm really impressive. This is really good for me. I'm going to try it at home, and I hope you're going to try it at home as well. It's good for coffee drinkers.
Yes.
People who love tea, and those who smoke as well.
And remember the first one that I went over, which had the clay, it had the turmeric. So those ones, we don't recommend them for people who have porcelain teeth or teeth that are fake. The reason is that it will not whiten like normal teeth. But the difference with oil pulling is it doesn't matter. It works for teeth, whether you have porcelain in there, no matter what you have in there, it works perfectly fine. Okay, so you mean with this one, the coconut oil itself, with the peppermint just by itself, it's good for whether you have the natural teeth? Yes. Or whether you have porcelain teeth, or whether you have caps on it, it's perfectly fine. The issue with the turmeric is that turmeric does not stain teeth, but it may stain your caps or your porcelain. So if you have porcelain or caps, we recommend that you go with the oil pulling procedure instead.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
So there you have it. These are simple homemade remedies you can use to whiten your teeth. They don't cost much, they don't break the bank, and it's readily on the market. So go for it, try it at home, and let us know what you think. I am Doris Asmeni. Stay fab.